strong business. I had no idea that you could rent rain. Put a bunch of barrels out, collect rain, start renting it out to people. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to collect it back. It seems like a losing business to me. We lose all the water every time we rent it out, right? So anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button. If you guys have been here, give me a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down, whatever you guys feel like doing, it's cool. We are hauling this tank that apparently collects rain, whatever it does. I don't know, maybe that's just the name of the company. I don't know. We're gonna take it down there and down to Louisiana, and then I've got some other issues I've got to go deal with. But this is the big issue I've got to deal with today. Is when I was backing up yesterday, I ripped my mud flap off backing into the curb. I knew that was gonna happen, and this curb's a little tall. I cut my mud flaps, you know, to be higher so I can back up to the curb, because I already stick out further than everybody, so I always back up to try and bump the curb, so that way I'm not sticking out too far. But that's what we got to deal with today. Let me show you guys this load. This load is 12 foot wide. It's overhanging. Basically that plate back there is the main concern, but the tank overhangs here. And then we started out at 1410 tall, but lowered the air, and then they had to come out and remove a couple pieces off those two vent tubes back there, because anything over 14.6 I would have needed a height pole here in Iowa, and let's face it, the load just didn't pay for having escorts, so they had to come out and remove some pieces off that to bring my height back down below 14.6. But guys, we're in Iowa right now. I picked this up in Minnesota, in Rosemont, Minnesota, as you guys know from my last video. And I'm heading down to Louisiana with it. And then after Louisiana, I gotta go over to a shop. I gotta get a couple little minor things done to the truck. Easy stuff, man, easy stuff. We're not into too big of a hurry. We've got let's see, today's Tuesday, so we've got Wednesday, Thursday. We gotta be there Thursday, so we've got 3 days to do it. So not in a huge hurry. We're gonna get all this taken care of. I did, as I mentioned in the last video, this was getting dim, so I ended up buying another one. It's in the truck. We're gonna replace that once I get down there and go from there. I've already done my walk around. Everything looks good. I'm gonna pull up and get some fuel. Now let's get on the road. Guys, so here's the deal. I made it to Iowa 80, as you guys can see. I stopped here to get the mud flap that I had talked about earlier replaced, which is on there. And the reason I didn't get one earlier is because at the Flying J, all they had was those plastic mud flaps, and I'm not gonna buy something then have to re-buy it. I use the rubber mud flaps, and I wanted it to match the other side. I don't know, call it OCD if you want. It's got to match, so, or else it'll mess up everything. So I made it here to the Iowa 80. Here's my dilemma. If I leave here, I'll make it down to St. Louis, and then I'll have to shut down. They've got a curfew until 6:30. Sunset just happens to be at 5:54 p.m. today, so I don't even get the half-hour pass to get through the curfew. And then tomorrow, the curfew will be on from 6:30 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning. So if I go down there and park right before St. Louis, I'll be stuck for 3 hours anyways before I can leave in the morning. So instead, I'm gonna stay here, which makes me about 254 miles away from St. Louis, the beltway around 255 there. So that's about 3.5 hours. So if I leave here at 6 a.m., which I should be able to, I'm pretty sure that sunrise tomorrow is at 6:30, so I think I can leave here at 6 a.m. That will put me down there at exactly 9:30 a.m. when the curfew lifts. It's all about trip planning. Because I had a little hiccup today with the mud flap thing, which is fine. I'm going to stay here, wake up, leave here at 6 a.m., get down there right when the curfew lifts, make it through St. Louis, and then we'll be good. We're still doing good on time. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is going down there and trying to find a place to park when I'm sitting here at Iowa 80 at one of the biggest truck stops. I know I've got a parking spot, so what's the point of me trying to get down there hoping that there's a place to park in St. Louis area? It's just not worth it to me. So this is where we're staying tonight. I've got the mud flap on, pretty brand new mud flap, awesome. They cut it to trim it to size for me and everything. We're doing good there. I got all my electrical issues worked out with the trailer that you guys saw in the last video. I was out here messing with that for quite some time the other day. Got that all figured out. So we're doing good. I'm still doing great on time. I've got 940 miles to go from here to Louisiana, where we're dropping this off at. So we're gonna do just fine on time. We'll still make it there by Thursday. It might be a little, I don't know, noon or a little afternoon when we get there, but we're doing good. So as far as me, I'm gonna go inside, grab a bite to eat, and just kind of mosey around because it's still early, man. It's like 12:30. I don't think I've shut down this early in a day in a long time. So it's like 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. I don't wear watches, so I don't know what time it is. Other than that, I'm gonna go inside and play around in the big chrome shop back there. See if I can't find anything that, I don't know. I'm not gonna buy anything here. Everything here's way too expensive, man. You can buy it so much cheaper elsewhere. You don't ever buy anything from this place. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You literally come here and you're like, you see it first person and you're like, oh, that'll look good on my truck. And then you go online later and buy it and have it sent to the house. So much cheaper. There is no point in wasting your money in that place. The only thing that's good here is it's got a big parking lot and they've got multiple different places to eat inside. Outside of that, guys, good morning. Well, it's about 6 a.m. Gotta get rolling, still over at the Iowa 80. But because I get bored easy, I know I said I was gonna install it when I got down there. Check this out. I got the new light on. Woo! Look how much brighter that one is. Oh, I get bored easy, so yesterday I was sitting in the truck and I was like, what am I gonna do? Put that on. I don't like just sitting around, as you guys know. When I sit at home, I just start doing stuff at home too. So we're gonna check everything real quick, get on the road. I already saw a couple other Oversize go down the road, so I might as well follow behind them, so that way, you know, if we're gonna get messed with, all of us are gonna get messed with. Run in groups. Groups is the safest way to go. But all the chains are good. Flags are all still on. Nobody's messed with anything. Look at this. Look at this. I'm at the world's largest truck stop. This idiot parks out in the middle of the parking lot in front of me. There's millions of parking spots. Well, maybe not millions. There's 900 parking spots here. I know there's parking in the back, but this idiot wanted to park close to the truck stop, to the store. So, right in front of me. What an idiot. I don't get it, man. Look. All back there. All back there. There's parking. Oh. One of these days. Anywho, everything looks good, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the truck and I guess get this show on the road.
Whew. All right, guys, another day down. We will be delivering this tomorrow. I knew I would make it. I had no question whatsoever. We drove 721 miles today. We knocked out some good miles, and that was with me having to go off the interstate a couple places. Oh my God, Memphis. Remind me never to take the low side around Memphis again. That was not a good idea. I should have just came in on 40 around in Memphis, Tennessee there, came in on 40 and dropped down 240. But instead, I wasn't thinking, and I went in, came into Memphis there on 55, and then it had me do a bunch of back roads there, city roads there to get over to 240. That was a pain. But guys, we made it. We went 721 miles today. Legally, I still had 19 minutes left on my clock. So all you big company drivers out there that your companies tell you it's impossible to do 700-mile days, keep in mind, I'm Oversize. I had to get off the interstate a couple times, and I still managed to do 721 miles with 19 minutes left on my clock. And I know those big companies tell you that you can't, that it's impossible to do 70 or 700 miles a day because it's impossible to do 70 mile an hour the whole way because you've got hills, and maybe with those governed trucks and everything, because they've got them so gutless, they can't pull a hill. My truck, on the other hand, can pull a hill. So, we made it 721 miles. We are in southern Mississippi. So from Iowa 80 to southern Mississippi, and I've got 241 miles left to go. We will be there before noon. I was expecting around noon to afternoon tomorrow, but we will be there before noon tomorrow. And I actually caught up, so there was 2 other loads that loaded with me the same day, but because they had to remove those caps off the vent tubes on the back of mine because I was too tall, the other ones were a little shorter than mine, so because they had to remove those, I actually lost a half a day. Well, I ended up catching up to them. They're only 100 miles ahead of me. They stopped. They both said that they're going to wait until about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to take off. So if we leave here about 6 a.m., we should catch up to them, and we should be all 3 of us pulling in at the same time, which will be cool. So guys, I'm going to go inside, grab a bite to eat. I'm not even going to tell you guys. You guys already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go inside, eat, and then I'm going to take a shower. And then I'm going to come out here and go to bed. All right? That's what I do every night. I'm sick of telling you guys. So I'm gonna go do that, and see you guys all in the morning. All right, good morning everyone, good morning. Let's finish this trip today. I am on my way to finish this, and then I've got, like I said earlier in the video, I've got a couple of things on the truck I gotta get fixed. Like, now I won't back up to the curb. don't want rip mud flaps off again. But we do have a couple scales. They are showing that they're open on an app that I use. I'm not gonna say the app name, but everything looks good. I already did a walk around when I walked inside this morning, but I figured I'd come out, turn on the light, do another walk around real quick before we take off, and go ahead and get this pony on the road. We need to hurry up and get down there and try and meet up with the other 2 guys. So let's get the show on the road.
Chance that you've been waiting for. It's the light coming through the cracks. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, come on. When life shows an open road, you know you should ride. Forget what you've been told, and ride this open road, this open road, this open road. Boom, boom, that knock on your door is sounding further away. Don't lose sight like was times before. This is now today. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, It's open road. It's open road. It's open road.
All right, guys, I have made it to the facility where they store all of the rain. So I just got informed that's not water that you or I would want to have. Those tanks are actually used for chemicals. I guess when the company started, they started out with tanks for water and stuff like that, hence where they got the name. But as you guys can see, we are empty. Now, in one of my last videos, I did have a guy or gal, I can't really remember, I'm sorry, but someone did ask me how I chain up my rear axle. Now, I'm not gonna go back through the process because I already did it, but I will show you real quick. So, first step is the trailer has air in the airbags, so you wanna let all the air out. I've got a switch on my trailer that's right here. When I hit that, you can hear all the air leaking out, okay? I'm gonna stop that so I can build that back up. But so that's the first step. Then you wanna either have some shutoff valves. I hope you guys could see that, but some shutoff valves for the rear airbags. If not, then you can just unplug the air supply to that rear axle. So, and I'm assuming that someone asked me this because it is very annoying flipping this rear axle over and having to wait on a forklift to come and flip it back over or vice versa. So that's why I chain it off the ground. But anyways, you want those shutoff valves. And then, or you unplug the air supply. And then I just take and I wrap a chain around the axle on this side. And then I run it up over top. Run it down in there, that side. Hook a binder to it. Tighten it up, and then now with the air shut off back here, I have no air going into those airbags. You want to make sure you do that because you don't want your airbags trying to fight with the chain. You're either gonna A, end up with blown airbags, or B, end up with broken chains, or more than likely you're gonna end up with blown airbags though. And then you're gonna come back here, you're gonna turn your air back on, and voila, they're off the ground. Now they don't come off the ground very far. I mean, it's about 2 inches, if that. But like I said, it doesn't matter, man. That set of tires right there that I just showed you, I've owned this trailer for 3 years. That set of tires I have not changed yet in 3 years. So whoever out there goes, oh, you're gonna end up with flat spots on your tires, like I said, those tires are still good. They've still got like 630 seconds, and I've had them on there for 3 years, and who knows how long the guy before me had them on there. But guys, anyways, we're unloaded. Our tank is right there. That one in the far back. The other two guys made it here before me. They cheated. They told me they were gonna wait on me, and they ended up leaving early. It's fine. But I'm gonna jump in the truck. We've got, well, not we, because you know this is probably where I'm gonna leave you guys. But I've got to go over to Grand Bay because my buddy's over there, and he happened to be the manager of Robertsdale TA, and then they switched him to the Grand Bay TA, and then I'm not going to get into the rest of that story. But anyways, I'm meeting up with him. Then we got a couple other friends meeting up, and who knows, we might go do something tonight. I don't know, go bowling. Hell, he's got a fishing boat. We might go fishing. I don't know. And then I got to go tomorrow to Robertsdale. I'm going to get a couple things done. Tomorrow being Friday. When this video makes it out, I'll already have had all this stuff done. So don't go thinking that I mean tomorrow like the next day. But tomorrow being Friday, I'm going to go and have some stuff done to my truck. And then, who knows? I don't even know what I'm going to do, man. Actually, I do know. You know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do. All right, so I've got one more load that I'm obligated to. I've got one more load that I've obligated myself to because, and I'm not going to back out of it because that's just how I am. And if I obligate myself to something, I'm going to do it. And then after I drop off that load, I might be taking you guys to have some fun. We're gonna go and see if we can't get into some fun and do some stuff. So guys, if you have not yet, hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notifications too, so that way you guys are notified when all these videos come out, because like I said, this next load, which is next Thursday, so today is what, the 3rd or something, or yeah, today's the 3rd, so next Thursday I think it's the 10th, something like that. I'm picking up another load, and then after we deliver that load, we are gonna go have some fun. I finally figured out what I want to do and how I think I can have fun in this trucking thing. So we're gonna go do it. So guys, make sure you stick around. Remember, as always, live free and truck hard, and I will see you all in the next one.